think it's fair to say that the entire process is an unfortunate process, and that includes the activities of today, the manner in which that occurs. It would be better if none of this were occurring.
Because they didn't feel their voice was heard today.
Right. Well, you know, these are difficult issues, it seems to me, for in terms of a due process issue for an individual. In other words, I think oftentimes there's a sense that something like this needs to be a kind of a popularity process or a public vote. But the fact is, the state statute lines out how something like this is to occur, and what the process is not going to be determined by a group that shows up at one meeting versus another. And this morning, and you're correct, that's a personnel matter that occurred in executive session, and by law it's not something I'm to discuss with you. But he did have an opportunity to address the board, and he did use that opportunity. He did to talk to us this morning.
It seemed like he was in here very long. I mean, there seems to be a rather lengthy, and that was a summary we got in there, a rather lengthy number of allegations. Did he address each and every one of those?
Well, the content of his comments I should not speak to. You're right, he was not in here very long, but it was his time to use however he chose to use it.
He said he only had 2 minutes.
Excuse me?
He said he only had 2 minutes to speak during that.
Oh no, that's not. He had whatever amount of time he wanted. There was absolutely no limit placed on time or nature of interaction in his time in here. We were here to listen to him. There was, and I want to be real clear about that. If that statement that was made that he was limited in time, he was not limited in time in any way, shape, or form. Well, there was a desire on the part of the board to hear whatever he had to offer to the board. But if your question is, did it cause us to take a different course, the answer obviously is no.
Chairman, do you have any comments?
Well, from my standpoint, I have a responsibility as chairman of the school board. Employees of the district brought complaints to the general counsel. Those in turn were brought to me. I have a statutory obligation to deal with those, and this is what we're doing. So I can't control those other activities, but I do feel an obligation to meet my legal duties as chairman of the school board. And our belief also was there are a number of employees that have stepped forward with information that you received in a kind of a surface presentation today, and there was discomfort on the board's part with the superintendent now knowing who those individuals are, having to deal with them today, tomorrow, etc., and a belief that we're better off with this suspension. And if the superintendent, I did not hear his comment that you're referring to, but you're portraying that as one of the amount of money that was misapplied isn't enough. I'm not sure what amount is the right amount if that's the test. But the board those issues to make it a personal issue. What the board is working to do is stay focused on the legal issues that are involved, ask for clarification from him, but then proceed as we need to proceed. But the other statement I would offer, so I think to summarize that, it can be made to be a personal issue. It's not a personal issue. When employees go to the general counsel and report to me, I got a legal responsibility, and I'm pursuing that responsibility. But the other thing is, it's worth keeping in mind is, I'm the one that approached John Porter. I'm the one that contacted him first, and as some of you know in here, I paid for him and his wife to fly to Oklahoma City to consider this position. So the suggestion that we, quote, never got along is obviously not accurate.